Okay. Oh my god. Oh my god. Welcome back, you sexy son of bitches.
Hey.
Welcome back to another
You
recording.
mainly talk about us though, right?
Yeah. Us sexy bastards. like I'm a sexy bastard. You're a sexy bastard.
My parents were married when I was born.
So yeah, welcome back.
You know they can't see you unless you actually say something, right,
something,
Mindy? You gotta do that and then say something. Say no
or like ooh.
Ew.
So salutations, all you sexy ladies. What's up, niggas? Thank you guys for joining us for another recording of Dishes Cracking. We got
stories about and hot takes.
Hot takes. I think this might be a short, concise one. It might be fucking bloated as shit.
It might not have nothing to do with anything we usually talk about.
Exactly. It might be one of those shows, right? And here's the thing. We're not going to police nobody. We're going to try and keep it around the same length. But, I'm sorry ahead of time, editor. Fuck it. It is what it is, you know? I'm Newman. I'll be covering like anime, books, TV. Not books. Anime, TV, movies, whatever.
Entertainment.
Yeah, entertainment in general. This is Daniel. This is Danny.
How's it going, everybody?
What you covering?
We're going to try to cover sports, but we're going to see how that works out this week.
Try to cover sports. You've never failed us before, and I have the utmost faith.
Well, we're covering cricket today, so I don't know.
You got me. I was walking today. Oh my god! And across the way, fresh out of jail, fresh from her sabbatical, is Mindy. Say hi, Mindy.
What up?
Okay. What you cover? What are you covering today, Mindy?
We're gonna cover maybe a book.
Maybe
a book.
That's just a book. It's the show full of maybes today.
Exactly. Yeah, and that's what to expect.
That's the title of the show is gonna be. It's a bunch of maybes.
It's a bunch of maybes.
We maybes on top of maybes.
We warned you guys. Don't say we never warned you. Okay.
Yes, we did.
So, without further ado, glad you're here.
Let's
get into it. So we have as much time to chat. Libation.
Feel free to comment on the new upgrades on the. Or let us know if you noticed anything different about this. Anything in this.
Oh, shit, I was going to point them out.
No,
I'm not going to do it now.
I don't even think Mindy can point them out. Mindy, point one thing that's different about the background.
The top row looks different.
Fuck you. No, it doesn't.
It doesn't. It's the same.
Okay.
Mindy was talking out her ass. She was just like, I saw you guys put up lights, so the lights are different.
You don't notice anything above the on-air sign? Next
above the what?
Above the on-air sign. Next to Batman.
Oh.
Above the on-air sign. And like right here.
I'm literally pointing at it, Mindy.
I'm gonna be so honest. You are pixels right now.
This guy.
What is your computer?
I don't know. You are straight up pixels. I can kind of sort of see Groot, and then kind of sort of air, and then that's about it. So.
Did you say Groot?
There's no Groot here.
No. What if that's Grogu?
Turn off the on-air thing. Maybe that's what's screwing it.
Wait.
Okay. How about now? Can you see anything?
Oh,
different?
he is green. Just kidding.
But wait, can you see anything now?
Nope. I see the thing, the fucking flask. That's about it.
I feel like it's like you, where she needs glasses and she just won't admit it. Put your damn glasses on, Mindy. Put your glasses on,
I don't have glasses that require.
Unlike Mindy, I can clearly see she has books behind her.
Exactly. I see a nutsack.
I don't know what to tell you guys.
This is a buggy. Is that a nutsack?
What?
What is right behind you, like directly behind you? It looks like a nutsack.
The girl?
Yeah, you should move her. You've been dangling sack right above your head.
Oh, what?
That's what you shaped there.
Either Edgar Allan Poe.
That's it.
Edgar Allan Poe.
I'll admit, I need glasses.
He wears them though. Both influential people.
Exactly. Both super weird. Okay.
All right.
Dear God, let's move into this. Cheers.
All right.
Welcome to the fucking intro.
Come back. We is here. Cheers. Back from.
By itself, I don't like it. It doesn't really have a taste. Vodka is like that. But when it's mixed in this drink here, this drink is delicious.
With Sprite?
I'm mainly only tasting the Sprite. You're right. You're right.
All right, y'all. Of course, we're gonna talk about what everybody's talking about. What happened? What went down the last week and over the weekend? Yeah.
The Drake and Kendrick beat.
Yeah. That's crazy.
I'm gonna leave the nuances to Danny because he actually pays attention to what they're saying. I'm just like, I like this one. He's cool, but the past 2 days, like yesterday, something happened that I want to talk about. But go ahead, break down the beat for us.
No, so it all started a couple weeks ago when Metro and Future released their album "We Don't Like You," right? The last song on there, like that, had a verse from Kendrick Lamar, right? This whole album was throwing shade at what's his name, Drake, right? I guess that's the person they don't trust. I don't know. And it came down to one final.
It started with Cole and Drake when they did that.
Technically, if you want to be, this thing started in 2013. Yeah. If you want to be technical, there was always subliminal shots, but nobody was actually mentioning anybody, right? And then I guess it came down to the year or 2 years ago, 2020, when they dropped the first-person shooter. I was reading a story that actually Drake asked Kendrick to be on there with them, or asked for a verse, and then Kendrick at that point didn't like him, right? It's since 2013, so he said no, right? So then it was just J. Cole and Drake, and then that's what kind of started the whole thing. But I mean, they didn't really insult the guy. They just said there was a big three, right? But I guess
he waited. So that was back in 2013.
That was 2022 when they first person.
Okay, I was about to say.
First person shooter was like 2022, 2023, something like that.
And
right?
Waited.
But this whole thing started like in 2020 or 2013 when it was a shot taken by somebody, but who really knows? But
here we are 2 years after that song.
Yeah.
And Kendrick is like, nigga, fuck the big three.
Yeah. It's just big me.
Big me.
Yeah.
That's all I remember from that song. That's all I keep hearing. Fuck the big three. It's just big me. Nigga. Yeah. No.
And something about Pet Cemetery because of For All My Dogs. Because they made that song too. So
it was a bunch of diss songs. We covered J. Cole dropping his, and then immediately the following day,
like 2 days later, he said, "Okay, just kidding. I want no beef with Kendrick. I don't want nothing."
Then he pulled, and everybody fucking dogged him for doing that. And now all the memes coming out, he's
maybe he was a smart one out of the whole bunch.
Judging on what happened yesterday, yeah.
Apparently, another story to this when we were reading. We had a lot of time on the plane, y'all. But so, I guess Schoolboy Q was at the Dreamville Festival, and he's the one who told him, "Hey, bro, you better." Because Schoolboy Q used to be label mates with Kendrick on Top Dog Entertainment, right? They're not anymore, but they're still good friends because they're both in the same area. I guess Schoolboy Q was talking to J. Cole at the Dream Festival and was like, "Bro, you better back down, or you better just step aside and let Kendrick take Drake." He's like, "You don't want to be a part of this.
It's gonna get ugly. Leave."
Yeah. So, and then I guess that's why I don't think that's the reasoning. I think J. Cole already had it figured out that, hey, I don't want no part of this. This isn't me, right?
J. Cole is too unproblematic for beefs.
Yeah,
I feel like. Anyway,
but I would say J. Cole versus Kendrick would be a better beef battle than Drake versus Kendrick.
Yeah, because right now it's one-sided as shit. Because Kendrick is beating the out of Drake. He's being a bully.
Even though he's short, but everybody.
He's going through. He's released some absolute fucking bangers. But the part that I want to talk about, unless you have more to cover, real quick. So, shame on Kendrick, right? And here's why. Yesterday or the day before, a couple days ago, he released "Not Like Us," right? The song, pretty fucking good. Everybody loved it. But the one thing that I don't fuck with is that the
picture where Drake's
house and the street he lives on, right?
Yeah.
And why is that a problem?
Because someone got shot.
That's basically doxing, right? He doxed Drake. Basically gave out his fucking address, right? And what happened yesterday?
Someone got shot.
Drive-by
security got shot. Yeah.
Drive-by shooting on Drake's house. One of his security got shot, and somebody's in the hospital. He's in the hospital for surgery. I get beefs and everything, but you being in the rap game, you should know the levels this shit gets to, right? You've seen
fans is crazy.
Exactly. You've seen the the Tupac Biggie shit, how that ended, right? You don't give out celebrity addresses. You would not want your fucking address out there like that. You got kids, you got family. Drake got kids, he got family. He might not claim all of them. Kids, he got family, right? You don't drop somebody's fucking address like that, right? And more importantly, yeah, you might have little tits and tats here, shit to fucking poke at him, but you don't know who the fuck else he's at war with, right?
True.
And you did this. His place got shot up. You should have known better, Kendrick. And fucking shame on the fans. Because I've seen fucking posts saying, oh, rap beefs are back like they supposed to be. Nigga, what? Excuse me?
I don't think they meant that because of that incident. I think it just meant like there's two dudes going at it, no holds barred. They're like, just going. There's
it was directly towards the shooting. It was a reply to the shooting. Yeah. It was a practical reply to the story of the shooting. Fucking disgusting. Y'all need to do better. And whoever fucking rolled up on his house, I don't want no beef with you, but you should have done that. I exclude myself.
No, but the whole point of that, why he did the picture, was because those little thingies on top, where it's like the sex offender register.
Sex offender register.
Yeah, because that's one of the parts that he said that y'all a bunch of pedophiles or some shit like that. So that's why he did that.
It was like a little, but nigga, take the street out. Right? Take the street name out. If you want to do a Google Skynet, remove the street name. They do better.
Yeah, no.
And prayers with Drake and his family, his security guard and whatnot. Hope you pulled through, my guy. But Kendrick, this one's on you, bro. I don't care what your intentions were. You should have known better.
Yeah.
Okay. Anything else about the beef?
No, I mean, like everybody Kendrick's like one of those dudes that's calculated, and like nobody expected him to drop this many songs back to back, but he did. Like he dropped Euphoria, and then Drake responded. I forgot with which one. Drake responded with
this isn't in order.
Yeah, no, but so he responded with I think so. Drake responded. First it was like that, and then it was push-ups by Drake.
Meet the Grams.
No, then it was tailor-made freestyle, but they made him take that one down because he AI'd Tupac and Snoop.
Yeah.
So that was a cease and desist, and then Kendrick dropped Euphoria, right? Which everybody was like, "Damn, okay." And then shortly after, he dropped. It wasn't Meet the Grams.
Family Matters? No, that was Drake.
Yeah, I think it was Euphoria, and then I think Drake dropped Family Matters. Right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and then Kendrick came back with Meet the Grams, and then so Drake dropped Family Matters, thinking Kendrick wasn't going to come so fast. Half an hour later, that's when he came back with Meet the Grams, and then he wasn't done there. Then he also dropped what was the other one?
Man didn't have time to check.
Yeah.
No,
because I guess he already knew what Drake was going to talk about, because supposedly Drake's team can't be trusted.
Yeah.
And then so as soon as Drake dropped it, because I think in the song before he told him, I already know what you're going to say, or this, that, and the other.
Mm-hmm.
And then Drake dropped Family Matters, and 30 minutes later, after everybody was digesting the Family Matters, he dropped Meet the Grams, right? When he was like talking about everybody from dad, mom, sister, or daughter nobody knows about, this, that, and the other.
Yeah.
So I was like,
Drake had the audacity to come up like, haha, he fell for it.
Yeah, right.
What?
we were speaking false information.
False information.
Right. He fell for it.
Yeah. No, nigga. No. Shows the daughter. It's like the Queen Diana thing.
Where is she? Yeah, and then again to follow it up, then he dropped Not Like Us. So pretty much Drake's half white, half black. So biracial thing. He's never been accepted. And then I think Rick Ross is on that, calls him white boy now or something like that. I don't know. So then there's that. So after that happened, everybody was like, ooh. And then I think we were talking this about on the bus. I was like, this is why I told you couldn't go. Told you Kendrick wasn't going to hold back. Didn't I say that?
I was asleep.
No,
I was asleep.
No, because me and some other people were talking about it, and I was like, that's when I said I think J. Cole made the right decision.
To back it up.
Yeah, so that's why J. Cole backed out. And I told y'all Kendrick wasn't gonna hold back.
Okay, so that's the beef, our take so far, and now let's move into.
So we'll see where it goes.
Speaking of the bus, like we told you guys before we left last week, we went to Mexico.
Went to the homeland.
Yeah, we brought Danny home. They're like, we don't want him.
No Nintendo.
No Nintendo. Yeah, we went to Mexico. We went to Cancun, man. It was an amazing trip.
Yeah, it got off to a weird start, or an awkward, or to say the least.
Let's start this out properly.
Yeah.
We're up early.
We didn't go to sleep. What do you mean up early?
Whatever. we left early.
So our flight was at 7:30 in the morning. So we have to be there 2 hours early, which is 5:30. So we have to leave here 4, right, to get, because we live like an hour away from the airport. So we was planning it, this, that, and the other. Stayed up.
Everything was planned meticulously.
We packed on time. Didn't forget a thing.
We grabbed coffee. That's how good we were feeling. We were jamming the music
half hour early.
And it was a rainy ass fucking day. Here we are on the freaking
minding our own business.
Here we are on the highway, half hour till we get to the parking. And it's coming down like cat dogs, right? I'm doing my best if I could stay up behind a
we was only
car.
going like 40, 45.
We were going so slow. I was doing my best to stay behind a fucking car. This car decided, no, motherfucker, I'm going to hit the NOS, and fucking left me. All that water just fucking settled back, and as soon as it fucking settled, I'm thinking, I don't want to be in this lane. I should change lanes. And I look over to change. I look to my freaking mirror to change lanes, and I feel the car rock. I'm like, oh, shit. I fucking grabbed the steering wheel, and the second I grabbed the steering wheel, it was just like, and we fucking spun out. We hydroplaned.
We started the carpool lane, 3 lanes over.
Ended up on the fucking embankment, bro. During the fucking spin, I look over at Danny. Danny looks at me, and I'm in my head like, this is happening. This is fucking happening, man. Danny said this thing to me. He's like, yo, I thought you was going to catch it. And I was like, I'm not fucking Dom Toretto. I'm not Dom Toretto. I wasn't going to. It's not a stitch defense.
Because we literally did like 2 spins and a half. We were looking at the oncoming traffic, so we hit the guardrail.
Shit. It was a wild start to the fucking thing, bruh. For sure, there was 2 cars involved. Us and 2 cars. One dude came out. He's like, I got a little ding. There's no damage or nothing. But he came to check on us. He's like, are you guys good? I said, yeah, we're good. I was pinned to the fucking guardrail, so I couldn't really get out immediately. I didn't even see the other dude on the other side until I got out. There's apparently a car swerved to miss us. And he spun out and hit the cement barriers. Yeah, on the inside. Like an hour through, freaking police showing up and everything like that. I finally get out because I'm on the phone with insurance, and they're like, "Oh, look around, they're just that and the other." I get out, and there's this other fucking car. I'm like, "Where the fuck is this motherfucker?" I didn't even see this bitch. And we asked, what's his name? Was like, did anybody else get hit? He mentioned the car on the other side. I wasn't paying attention. He definitely didn't mention this motherfucker. So I'm pretty sure that motherfucker he just stopped to get some insurance money. Everybody except for the car on the inside and my car was able to drive away. No problem. I felt cheated because the airbags didn't deploy. It's a once-in-a-lifetime experience, okay? Fucking airbag me, please. No, this car
That's not how airbags work. The airbags won't hit unless the front of the car gets hit. If you're just banging the side into the guardrail, the airbags won't go off.
It was the back. It was the bumper.
Yeah, it's not going to hit. Airbags won't go off unless it's like a ton of pressure.
Yeah. So then after the accident, we finally get everything squared away. Now we're trying to get to the airport, right? So I order an Uber. The Uber says, oh, yeah, we'll be there in like 10 minutes. Cool. We'll make it in time. Yeah. All right? I don't want to put his name on there. I still remember it. I got a refund for that anyway. But dude shows up on the other side of the freeway. We see him.
We're standing there.
I call him like 10 times. And he finally answers. He's like, pick it up first. Yeah. Didn't pick up as long as he finally answers. I'm like, bro, if you take a left, go on to the on-ramp, that's where we'll be going 167 north. Oh, yeah, I'll be there in a minute. Hang up. Dude cancels the ride and takes off. I'm like, this dude.
we would have made it with plenty of time.
Yeah.
So I freaking hop on and I order one, right? This dude, he fucking, I was like, hey, we're on the on-ramp, this, that, and the other. Don't cancel the ride. If you pull up on the on-ramp and just pull off to the side, we're right there with our bags and everything. We're ready for you.
Mm-hmm.
He's like, all right, cool. Yeah, I got you. I see this motherfucker. I'm watching him on my phone. And I see this motherfucker pass us at one point. I'm like, shit. And I see him fucking whip a bitch. I'm watching him down the street. He fucking flip a bitch. Like right in front of the light and come back. I'm like, oh, that's my man.
He was cool.
Yeah, he pulls up in the Tesla.
And he's like, what time's your flight? We'll try to make it.
We get there.
It's we get there on time.
It's
7 o'clock. 7 o'clock. The flight doesn't leave till 7:30, but boarding stops at 7:15. We get there exactly at 7.
Right.
Everybody's like, oh, yeah, you should make it, blah, 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 this, that, and the other, right? And then we get to where we're supposed to go, and they scan our passport, and they both look at each other like, oh, it's too late.
Yeah, you're not going to make it.
So we finally go back somewhere else to reschedule the flight, right? And they reschedule it. We do everything, pass security check through everything.
Here's the thing.
We get to the new gate, and they barely left, so we could have made it.
Yeah. We did all that. We rescheduled the tickets. We stayed in line, rescheduled the tickets, and made it through TSA. And we still made it like soon as they were pulling off.
They said because we were talking to everybody on the plane. They're like, "Oh yeah, we just left." I'm like, "Bro, we could have made it
if they had just."
Why have you guys try to make it and then reschedule the tickets if you didn't?
Thank you.
They did.
Thank you. They didn't even try.
Why wouldn't you just go anyway and then?
That's what we tried to do.
That's
what the travel agent that set up this whole trip for everybody, because that's who I was in contact with, along with other people. They're like, just get there, brush through, blah blah blah, and then we'll figure it out and see if you can make it. I thought we was going home alone. This shit.
I even had the fucking Delta Fast Pass ready to go. I had the Delta Fast Pass. As soon as
we got there, scanned the pass, they said no, it's too late. Like you don't even give us a chance. You no, okay.
No, not.
I don't know why they would do that. I don't know why.
The lady who rescheduled us, super cool, super fun.
Even though we didn't understand what she was saying.
Yeah.
Because we got there at 7, and she kept saying, "Well, I can get you on the next flight at 9:30." Like we kept thinking we'd get there at 9:30
p.m.
or we'd leave here at 9:30 p.m. That's what we kept thinking.
9:30. She's like, you guys are gonna land at 9:30 p.m.
And we kept saying,
like, okay, cool. When's the flight? She's like, 9:30.
And we kept thinking at night.
Like, how's that gonna work?
And she repeated like twice. And
the math ain't math.
And she finally repeated again. You'll land in Mexico, in Cancun at 9:30. And then I was like, oh shit, never mind. You're right.
You're like, oh fuck, it's
because I was talking to the travel agent. She said, what time? She's like, because she heard it. She's like, no. She said you're gonna. I was like, oh shit. I was like, wait, never mind. Just kidding. We're stupid. Book it.
We get there.
But this time we had to take a detour through Mexico City and then lay over Mexico City for like an hour and a half and then go to Cancun.
I'm letting you know right now. If I didn't have Danny, I wasn't gonna make it out of Mexico City. Not a lick of English.
So here's the kicker: though before we left to Mexico City on the plane, the lady was texting me. She's like, "Hey, when you get to Mexico City, go straight to the passport control because it's a madhouse. This, that, and the other. It's unorganized. This, that. Don't go past glass doors because once you go past that, you can't come back." And we're like, "All right, we're ready for this."
We were scared.
I was like, all right, we'll figure it out. We got 6 hours to think about it, so we'll see what happens.
We get there.
We get to Mexico City.
Nicest fucking airport. It's so nice. Yeah. Lines everywhere. Or the thing was organized. Immigration shit is all high tech and shit.
They were pointing to us. Go here. Just scan the passport. This is where you go.
But here's the thing: there was like 78 fucking glass doors to walk through. We didn't know.
It's like, these are the ones you're not supposed to walk through. I was like, and then finally we get to the thing, right, to check in, to go to the gate, and she's like, my app wasn't working. I was like, "Oh, do you have your boarding pass?" I was like, "Fuck, it not working."
We're getting no fucking signal.
I was like, "Ah, shit. All right, fuck." She's, "Oh, you have to go out there get your boarding." I was like, and I talked to 3 different people. I was like, "They're getting us back in, right?" She's like, "Yeah, you'll be fine." I was like, "Okay." And then there was a lady standing by the glass doors we weren't supposed to actually go through, and she finally, "Yeah, you'll be fine." I was like, "Are you sure?" She's like, "Yeah." I was like, "Yeah." And then we were like cuddling each other.
That's what I'm saying. Like, I wouldn't have fucking made it out because the second I had no signal, I would have just sat there. Like, I'm not leaving. Let's just wait the 4 days to go back home. It's not happening.
So finally, we went to the glass doors, right? And we got the boarding passes. They was giving me directions I've never heard before in Spanish. So I was like, "Oh, well, we're gonna figure."
They literally just said M. I heard them say M.
That's
lost it.
M?
Yeah, they said go to gate M.
And so to the M, take a left, blah blah blah. And I was like, "Oh, okay." We'll figure this out. All I heard was take a left and see, you'll see an M. And then like I turned out, we went up, whatever. And there's the M. I think that's where we're supposed to go.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
We finally get on the plane.
Yeah.
We make it to Cancun.
Everybody's calling us, and I told Newman after we missed the first flight, I was like, "Don't answer shit. Nobody answered."
We were telling people we're still in Seattle.
Yeah. Just have fun, y'all.
Take a shot for me. All that shit.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
But yeah, we get there at like 9:30. We get to
Cancun.
We stopped at like a Walmart.
No, because and then when we get to Cancun, we're at baggage claim, right? His luggage comes through, and we're like, okay, that's a good sign. That's a good sign. That's a good sign.
Oh, no.
We're waiting there for like 15, 20 minutes. I'm like, you have got to be
fucking carousel.
No.
The carousel. I was like, oh.
I forgot to mention, when we crashed, right, we had coffee in there. I didn't realize it spilled all over me until like a half hour after everything was being taken care of. I was like, I should have changed when we had a chance.
Travel with a wet butt.
Wet beauty hole. So finally we get there, and then after 20 minutes waiting at the baggage claim, I'm like, you have got to be kidding me.
Mm-hmm.
I was like,
here's the thing. I didn't realize how bad the spill was, right? So my drink was like a Red Bull thing with like all kinds of fucking fruity flavors and shit. He had just coffee, right? And I'm sipping my fucking Red Bull. So I'm like, why the fuck does it taste like burnt coffee? I realized,
but I got all over my pants, the seat, and then it got into his shit too. So I was just like, wow. So finally we get to
and Danny's sitting there like, oh God, my pants are wet. I'm like, Danny, it's not all about you. My fucking drink is real.
So finally we get there, baggage claim. I'm like, you have got to be kidding me.
Mm-hmm.
I was like, oh, this can't get any worse. So finally I go talk to the person at the fucking baggage claim place. He's like, all right, where are you going? Da 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 da. All right, well, if everything goes well, the next flight to Cancun comes in at 2 a.m. Worst case scenario, you'll get it in the afternoon tomorrow. I was like, all right, fuck it. So then I was like, all right, we're supposed to go meet some person because they already have it scheduled to pick us up to take us to the resort. And as we're walking out of these exits, now the other part she said is when you get there and you're walking out, don't talk to anybody because they're going to try to take you somewhere else.
Yeah. So many people offering us rides.
20, 30 freaking people. Hey, you want to ride? Da, da, da. Oh, we already got a friend picking us up. Oh, the friend's over here. Let's go.
I'm like, no. I have a friend who lives here come to pick us up. Oh, yeah, I met the friend. He's over here. No, the fuck he's not. Lied to you. Steve trying to kidnap me. Not my booty hole. It was fucking chaos.
Yeah, so then we finally get to where we're going. They're holding up a sign. Hey, it's us, blah, blah, blah. So we get in there. And I'm like, all right, well, shit, my ass is wet still. It finally dried up, but I smell like coffee. And then I was like, all right, well, I don't know what time this bag's going to get here. I was like, hey, bro, can we stop somewhere? Is there like anywhere we can stop just to get clothes and toothbrush or whatever? He's like, oh, yeah, there's a place that looks like Walmart over here. This is all in Spanish, by the way. He's like, yeah. He's like, it's kind of like a Walmart. I'll see if it's still open. I was like, thank you. Thank God the driver was cool. So he's like, yeah, he's swerving in and out of traffic, doing all this other shit. And you finally get there, it's still open. Surprisingly, it's still open. There's a bunch of people in there still.
A shit ton of people. Yeah. That was the spot.
Yeah. So we go in there, a lot of people in there. It kind of was like a Walmart, right? It's not as organized, but it was kind of what they had everything there. T-shirts, shorts, clothes, underwear, toothpaste, laundry detergent. You could get your meats there too. You know? It's a grocery store. Yeah, they had everything. So we're in there for like a half hour. He buys a hat. Yeah, he bought a Mexican hat.
And I upgraded it as the trip went on. Yeah. Just kept adding shit to it. Yeah, it was kind of cool.
Yeah, so then we're in there for a half hour. Then finally we get to pay, and I was like, I don't know if this card's going to go through. I don't know if they're registered when I did the travel notice. So I had cash on me. And she's like, oh, it's 800 and something. I was like, I know it's pesos, but I was like, how much is that in cash or in American dollars? She's like, about $40. Oh, deal.
Bet.
And we bought like a bag full of shit too. So it wasn't like, it would have cost like maybe $100 here, you know what I'm saying? But we just got it for like $40. I was like, deal, keep the change. I was like, I don't know what you're going to give me back. I was like, I don't know what you're going to give me back, so just keep the change. She's like, oh, okay, cool. So we finally left, made it to the resort, finally checked in.
Resort's bomb. The resort is fucking awesome. One way in, one way out.
They had like a freaking 7 security checkpoint. That thing was a fortress.
Nobody getting in that wasn't supposed to be there. We get there, the fucking interior, dope as shit. Just the reception area. I was like, oh, I'm about to have fun here.
Well, waiting for us to get there. As soon as we get there, oh, come over here, sit over here.
Champagne sitting there, fucking checking in. Okay, this really is all inclusive.
And we kept asking the dude. I was like, so hey, theoretically, if I order this, and this, do I got to pay anything? He's like, no.
They lied to us though. They're like, yeah, you can order a bottle of alcohol.
Yeah. No,
to your room.
you cannot find. No. You can only order one bottle of wine.
Here's the thing: if you order wine, you pay for the bottle.
Yeah, that's the only thing.
Yeah. So, and that's all that was on there for alcohol. Yeah. It's like, okay, you got one over on us. But it wasn't too bad because
everything else was inclusive.
Yeah.
We hadn't to pay for anything. Like
every time you left your room, you came back, there was more beer in your fridge. So I was like, oh,
cool. It was restocked.
Yeah.
I was like, so yeah, we finally got there. And then at that point, I was like, should we call everybody or no? And at first I said no. And I was like, fuck it, let me call.
Yeah, and the first night they were like, yeah, we're going to the club. There's a club up the
that was the only place open we got there. So like,
it was like a silent
because we finished the beer. They only gave us like 4 of them, right? So I was like, we're out. So let's just go. Fuck it, because we found out we couldn't order the bottle. So like,
we were dead set on just like staying and drinking the day away and just waking up tomorrow starting fresh. But as soon as we ran out of those beers, we're like, we gotta leave.
And then everybody showed up at the room because I told them where we're at. We had a couple people and the girls were like, oh, so there's a thingy over here. I was like, all right, because one of them called the room, so like, hey, can we get a bottle? Like, no, but there's a bar open like over here. It's like, okay, fuck it, why not?
Yeah.
So we ended up going there for the rest of the night. One day,
silent disco.
Oh, it was a silent disco. Yeah, you could switch to 3 different stations if you don't like it. It was pretty dope.
So everybody it was driving to their own beat, but every once in a while, people would find a song that they all
switch it.
And it's always like the white shit that people are like, you making my way down. She's so clean.
Every time you switch they gave me the color, right? So you see what everybody was listening to.
They had this dope ass swim up bar.
Oh yeah, that's where we
spent like
so Tuesday rolled up. They had a Beach Olympics, which was okay.
No, it was not. We were not prepared for this.
Yeah,
everybody got burnt that day.
We didn't put on sunscreen at all.
Two shades.
You should have seen my top of the head was peeling like a motherfucker.
Oh my god!
Like they were like, yeah, we have some like activities the first day. We're like, okay, cool. A little.
So it was from like 9:30 to noon.
3 hours.
Yeah. So then we was over there cooking on the beach. So finally the thing was over. We went into the water for a little bit and then
immediate titties. Like immediate titties. There was one rep from Atlanta. She went out there in like this fucking skin tight bathing suit, and the second the wave hit her. Here's the fucked up thing. She was facing.
While you're explaining that, I'll be right back.
Okay. She was facing like the ocean, right? The wave hit her. Titties came out, and instead of her just like ducking down into the water and fixing herself, or just keep facing the ocean and fixing it, she turned towards the shore. Like no, just I'm like, oh my god, you were trying to show off, weren't you? You were trying to show off. Immediate titties right off the bat, but we hit the water, white sand, clean ass beach. Right, there's a thing driving back and forth, just cleaning up the fucking beach as people just throw shit on the fucking floor. So that bitch was fucking spotless. The water, however, had a bunch of like plant shit floating around in there. It wasn't a bunch, but it was enough. It was enough for us to be out there fucking trying to earn Employee of the Year and cleaning up the ocean, saving wildlife and shit. But apart from that, water's warm, or started out cool, but you got used to it, so it ended up like room temperature. And there wasn't a bunch of fish just fucking with you at the start. Swim out.
What are we talking about?
The beach water.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
After the game?
Yeah. Okay. Beautiful.
After that, we were walking up, saw some people we recognized. Mm-hmm. Then after that, stayed there, took a couple shots, couple drinks. Then we went up to where everybody else was at the swim up beach bar. That was our spot.
That was every single
day. Anytime we had any free time, that's where we were going.
Mm-hmm. And we had this one spot locked down. Like even if there was people there,
they knew as soon as we showed up, we put our foot down, started sitting down.
God, that's a lot of black people. We should a lot of we just showed up and just like fucking take over that spot. And here's the crazy thing: that spot was so close to the swim up bar. To the actual bar itself that we could just stay there and yell what we wanted, and then like we have like one person in the water.
We knew the bartenders by a first name. There was Vinny and my guy Oswaldo,
and Benny.
No, that was Vinny.
Was it Vinny? Or
it's Vinny. It was Vinny.
I've been calling him Benny.
It was Vinny.
Okay, we have a theory. Benny. Benny's an old Chapo. He's an old Chapo. Okay,
he owns the whole resort.
The whole resort. He only does the bartending thing because he likes people. and he enjoys talking to people, but he don't need the money. He owns the three resorts on the beachfront. Okay, and he's just there to spy on his enemies and chop it up with people. Benny's scary.
Yeah.
Okay, we tipped Benny a lot because we wanted to be on Benny's good side.
Yeah, man, he poured heavy, so yeah.
He did pour heavy. Benny poured heavy.
Yeah. So that was Tuesday, and then we had to leave because we had a night barbecue, right?
Was it that night?
I think it was Tuesday. Yeah, we had the beach barbecue.
Beach barbecue.
Yeah, and then apparently we left early, and we missed cardio singing. I guess it was the best performance of his life. I was like, I don't know what the fuck I know, but I'm just saying.
Apparently he slid on the floor, bellowed out some shit. He was in full performer mode. So angry I missed it.
Thought we were gonna be able to chance to see it again, but
yeah. When there was like another
opportunity
night,
to present itself.
There was another karaoke night a couple days later, and we showed up too late. As we showed up, they were transitioning over to the silent. This one was like, fuck.
Then that Wednesday was the boat ride. The catamaran. So, soon as we left that dock, people were feeling seasick as a motherfucker.
And here's the thing. It was like one after the other. It wasn't like just like one person got sick. And
so we saw one white dude sitting down.
Another.
Trying to hold it in, couldn't. And you saw...
There was a bunch of seats, right?
Yeah.
That got filled up. Our boat was the biggest one, and we got the most people. And all those seats were taken like immediately, right? So I was like chilling on...
I was in the corner, like almost next to him on the rail.
I was chilling on the railing. And this black dude comes over. I thought he was just looking for the bathroom. I pointed towards the bathroom, and he went down there, right? I thought he was he was throwing up too, and I didn't even realize. So I was just chilling there. Next thing I know, this white dude gets up. And he comes over. I thought he was looking for the bathroom too. I'm like, it's down there. And he's like, no. You need to move. Like, what? He's like, and then like, he rests on the fucking shit. And I'm like, okay, he's waiting on the bathroom because I still did not hear what he said. Next thing I heard was, I was like, no.
And then you have someone elderly. She's not elderly, but someone's mom started doing this, sitting down. I was like, oh god.
She tried to make it to the bathroom.
So here's the thing: one guy with us, he was part of our team, right? He had his girlfriend or his wife had these old things like seasickness thingamajigs.
Bracelets?
So, it was like chewables or something like that.
Yeah.
And and I was like, hey, bro, just start handing them out. And he's like, yeah, who needs? And he just started. Here you go.
Every time he turned around, like, can I get one?
I was like, what with? And then he was just handing them. I was like, bro, you should start charging like $2 a pop, bro.
For real, make your money, because them motherfuckers will thing at the resort that you paid for. If you went to the shop, fucking expensive as shit. I think they bought like a deodorant or suntan lotion.
Yeah, it was like $40.
Little thing, $40
And then one of the dudes bought pants for $200,
$100.
Like $100.
Yeah,
it was regular pants, like regular slacks.
And he hated them. He called them Jesus pants.
He wasn't wrong. Yeah. We did meet Jesus.
We did.
His actual name is Kyle, but we didn't meet Jesus.
He's the most turned up white dude. He had to be hyped because I'm pretty sure
they were singing on the boat right there when Cardi B came on. Like, I like it live.
I'm pretty sure he gets nightly chats about, why are you such a lame ass motherfucker? He's like, no, babe, I turned up. Yeah, okay, I'll prove it to you. Okay, all right, whatever, white boy.
Shout out to him, bro. He made it good. Memorable. Yeah. But yeah, then we're on the boat ride. Finally, turn around. We get to the spot where everybody can go out, swim out, paddle out, do all this other shit.
Mm-hmm.
That was pretty dope. And we're out there for like a good hot minute.
Yeah, took a bunch of pictures. Those are coming soon. Now I'm working on putting them together. Great fucking day out there, right? The place that we ended up had like a bunch of fish swimming around and shit. Ness made his wife paddle while he just laid there. And he tried to, because around that time we got like the gift bag with like the $300 in Nike,
$150 each.
Yeah. And he immediately puts out a blurb like, "Hey, me and so and so, me and my girl are getting married tomorrow. Make sure to we'll accept the Nike gift card."
Like, bro, you don't need it.
We'll accept the Nike gift card.
There's only one person that they don't need it.
Yeah.
What's her name has like a whole whatchamacallit.
So he's out there paddling, or she's out there paddling, and they come back around. I'm like, bro, why you letting your girl paddle? Are y'all using this as y'all fucking honeymoon shit? He's like, we're not getting married. I'm like, what? He's like, yeah, I just told y'all that, so y'all would give me your Nike gift cards. I'm like, fuck you guys. Fuck you, man.
Oh, that's funny.
I was gonna get you something nicer, but not anymore.
Yeah. What did we do when we got back after that? We went to go change.
We went to the swim bar. We went right back to the swim bar.
Did we?
Because we were alcoholics.
Yes. No, I thought we went to the beach. Did we go to the beach? Wednesday?
Probably. I know damn well we were at the swim. No, we got back. The swim bar was closed. You're right.
Then we said, "Oh fuck it, let's go to the beach."
Mm-hmm. Yeah. More beach time.
Mm-hmm. And then we ended up at the dance bar again.
Mm-hmm. Following day, beach bar again.
Thursday was free day. Thursday was the free day.
Free day.
So you know where we were at.
The swim up bar.
Yes.
Because we are alcoholics, yes.
Mm-hmm. And then I think we went to the beach too.
So it was the beach bar or swimming bar, and this one dancing place, and that was your whole trip?
And there was
like
a bunch of
bars in the middle.
There's a bunch of restaurants.
Oh no, Thursday, isn't that when we went to the Japanese place, right?
We did.
Yeah.
We did hit up the Japanese spot.
You sent me a picture of that.
Sent pictures of that.
Sprinkling of food and other bars.
Yeah. What was it? We tried to get a jet ski thing going, and those fuckers.
Jet skis are fun as fuck.
Fun as fuck. I was so
they went. That was Friday morning where they went.
Yeah. They went because the night before we're all planning. We're like, oh, we're gonna hit this, that, and in Rome. We told Rome, we're like, we're going to do the jet skis tomorrow. We wake up, we're at the swimmer bar, we're waiting on Rome. He comes back with a bunch of people. We're like, where you guys? Where are you guys? We're waiting on. We're coming from the jet skis.
No. When I finally came down, Ness and Cardio and them said they already did it. So then that's when we were in the water. When by the time you came down, Rome was there, and he's like, "Well, I'm about to go do this." Da 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 da. By the time you came down, he was already gone. Yeah.
Now I'm even more angry because Ness did it. Yeah. I'm mad.
Yeah, they did it before I got there, and then remember I told you I was leaving. I was like, "Hey, I'll see you down there." And then by the time I got there, they said they already did it. So I was like,
"Yeah." I think that morning, I was definitely recovering because I spent the last couple days like with no sleep, so I crashed that day.
Mm-hmm.
I was dead in the water.
And then that Thursday, that was our free day.
We had the fire dance that night.
Yeah,
that shit was cool. That shit was cool to watch. I thought when they said they were putting on a fire show, I thought they'd be fireworks. Everybody's sitting there looking up. It's like fucking fire just down here. Okay.
Stupid.
There was a bunch of animals on the resort.
Yeah, you got a monkey.
I kept seeing monkeys. I never saw a monkey.
Iguana, apparently.
There's an iguana. I definitely saw the iguana. I saw the lemur. There's a red lemur. Apparently, it was aggressive.
Oh,
somebody. One of the chicks were that we met up with, Hannah. She said she went up and tried to pet it, and it bit her toe. No, it's a boomer food. Oh my god! Great.
And then that Friday morning, when we were at the beach, then we went back to the swim up bar for a little bit, and then we had to get ready because we had a ceremony we had to get to.
Ceremony.
Right, so we was at the ceremony.
What'd you get?
No, hold on. We was at the ceremony, and I was thinking to this because Newman was coming down later, but I came down first because I had to be there at a certain time. And then I was thinking about this when I got to there, and I was like, gosh, because they were serving food, right? It was a whole dinner, 3-course meal, whatever the fuck it was. And I was thinking to myself, I hope to God I don't sit next to Alex. And then I cut because he's like a chef at heart, right? He cooks pretty good food, and I know he's gonna critique everything if it's not good. And I even told him when they brought out the first dish, he's like, it was this tomato salad with cheese or something like. There was no salad on there. There was no lettuce at all.
Tomato and Gouda. Yeah. It was great.
Yeah, I thought it was good. And then he tried one tomato and
pseudo mozzarella.
Yeah, it was some sort of cheese. I don't know. Huh?
It's probably mozzarella if it's
He took a picture of it, so you'll probably see what it is. But anyways, as soon as he took a bite of it, this ain't good. Da, 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 da. So it started like, okay. Yeah. Then they bring out the next dish. It's like some shrimp soup or cream,
mushroom shrimp,
cement soup.
Mushroom shrimp.
Look like cement.
They puree the mushroom so it looked gray.
Looks like cement.
Yeah, I didn't take a picture of it.
Yeah. So then I was like, I don't even like fish, so I ain't gonna touch this. He was on the other hand, but what the fuck is this?
The soup was great.
Yeah. I was like, you should try. I'm cool. And then he started. And then finally, the main course came out. Right, it was everybody ordered steak except for Newman and Brittany.
Yeah, the fish was amazing.
Yeah, and then I was like, maybe I should have had the So then I'm eating the steak. I thought it was fine. I was like, oh, whatever. It's, steak, whatever. And then he on the other next to me, and then he took a bite. He's like, nah, I can't do this. I was like, Alex, I'm real with you. I was like, I was kind of hoping I wouldn't sit next to you because of this, because I knew you were going to be critiquing everything. He started laughing, and I was like, hey, you're mad inside. I can feel it. But yeah, I guess I started telling him that. He's like, oh shit. And then even the cardio said something too at that point. He's like, I had to tell him to stop. I was like, at one point, because he kept critiquing every. We went to the Japanese place. Yeah. Alex, if you're watching, I'm sorry, but he does watch it though. But he went to the Japanese place. He was saying the same thing about everything.
Glad we didn't sue them.
Yeah.
We got separated. We started, bro. It was like a group of 8, and they were like,
he said 4 on the table. So it was him and Brittany.
Nigga, we'll push some tables together. We done this before.
Absolutely not. They were like, fuck you.
Like, no, we're too bougie for that. Don't allow you to do that.
But yeah, so then that was Thursday?
No,
that's Japanese place Thursday. Friday was the ceremony, right? So finally we get done eating, they start doing everything right, and then that's when they started handing out the awards, which look like this.
Dun, dun, dun.
What does it say, Daniel? What does it say?
It doesn't say number 1 in the company, but it should say, because that's what I was. I made a point to tell everybody that too. So as soon as I land, just
no. You got drunk.
Yeah. I could have sworn I heard somebody said, "I'm number 1 in the region." Hey. I'm trying to be like Sandra. I'm trying to peak with everybody. Hold on.
I'm number 1. What are you talking about?
No, so the conversation. There's a couple people that are saying, "Oh, I'm this, that, and the other." I don't think you heard us.
Everybody there was being awarded for outstanding performance. Right? Some people were number 1 in their market. Right, and they were like, "Yeah, I'm number 1 over here in my market, this, that, and the other." Da, da, da.
But I felt like I held it until I had to say it. They were like, I was like, "Oh," and then I think I said, "I was like, oh, do you know who number 1 in the entire company is?" Oh, da. Oh yeah, you're talking to him.
Oh,
yeah, and then by the time we left, everybody knew who I was.
Conversation like the first conversation. Danny gets up. He's like, because we were talking about the chick I was with was telling me that this dude was hitting on her first night, and he was being real creepy and this that. And apparently he was like number or something or other, and then he was like, "Oh, he claiming he's this that." He's like, "I think you missed the point of the conversation." He's like, "I'm gonna talk to him." Danny's like, "You know who's number 1 in the company?" It was like the conversation was going on for a little bit. He was backing them up. He was like, he was in his face. He's like, "You know who's number 1 in the company?"
No.
Like, his hands are up. You want to know that they're in the company? Oh my god!
And then one of those we were at that nightclub, and then I'm pretty sure I kept saying. And then when we were leaving, this and that, it is I.
Every time we're at the toilet bar, he's number 1 in the company. Somebody's finding out he's number 1 in the company. At one point, he pulled Rome into it. He's like, "You know who's number 1 in the company?" And Rome's like, "This guy," and he didn't hear him. And he looked up, and Rome's still pointing at him. He's like, "Rome's pointing at number 1 in the company." It's like, I'm so
I just want to make sure everybody.
Oh my god, that was some of the funniest conversations is watching Danny obviously enjoying his hard-earned fucking reward, but
taking victory lap.
Yeah, he's taking his victory lap, well-earned victory lap.
Graciously.
I humbly say.
Exactly. Oh my goodness, it was hilarious. Goodness.
The fact that they still tried to argue with me after that, I was like,
everybody was arguing.
So I was like, all right.
Oh, and we found out why, because some of those people were like 2 or 3 time winners that were coming. They were repeat winners. Yeah,
but they still weren't number one. Just saying.
they weren't
number one.
Because who's number one? Who's number one?
It is Yeah, so we got this guy right here. I'm just gonna set this.
That definitely.
Where are we gonna put this? I think the light would go great over this.
Move the bottle. Give me the bottle. Give me the bottle. Put it right here. I think it's coaster.
Yeah,
boom.
coaster right there.
Yeah.
Anyone who watches these videos is never gonna fucking forget who number one is.
If they ever forget, I'll just remind them. Because what? I'm pointing at them. Okay. I'm fucking pointing at them.
Hey.
Oh my goodness.
So that was then we ended up at that same bar again, right?
Mm-hmm. That was the Eminem night.
Yeah, that was the Eminem night. And then, of course, Saturday was moving day.
Yeah. I was not feeling the club that night, but somebody...
I think Ness called you.
Yeah.
Ness.
I was like, all right, cool. I went out to the bar. There was like a sports bar. I was like, nigga, come hang out. I went down to the sports bar, and then that sports bar shortly closed afterwards. And I'm like, okay, we're going to the club. We went up to the club.
It was another silent night.
I love wearing my fucking dress shirt, fucking sweating.
I thought we were gonna change because I went upstairs to change, and I was like, "You coming?" He's like, "Nah."
And hide all that fucking swag. Well, no,
no, because a lot of people that night went off campus to the little bar in Cancun. I was like, "Nope, I'm not going."
Yeah, some dude went out, met a group of Lithuanians, and then they all left.
Yeah,
all of them.
Jack. So after I heard that, I was like, "Nope, not going."
Sorry,
nope.
You got to go on your own.
No.
Yeah.
And the Hannah and Nick couple kept trying to invite us out.
I had to make up a story. No. They're like, "Oh, okay, yeah, I understand why you don't want to go."
That makes so much sense. Oh my god,
oh, shit, that was funny.
You stay safe out here.
Oh my god.
I had a stress conversation because I was dying.
My insides were fucking on fire from holding in these laughters. I had to excuse myself. I had to swim away. I couldn't do it. Oh my goodness gracious.
So that was funny. But I guess the best part of the trip is like we got to meet new people. Everybody was cool, right? Even the people from different markets and everything like that. Everybody was dapping each other up. Hey, what's up? This, that, and the other. Bro, we should go do this, do that. We about to go over here. You should come, right? I think that was my favorite part of everything. So
great trip. I definitely need to get my money up to live like that at least 2 times a year.
Right.
Because I love this fucking dark shade. I mean, bro. Freaking dark skin.
Next time I'm cutting my hair, like I was thinking about doing that just so I could put sunscreen. I was like, nah, fuck it, I'll just let it grow a little bit. Nah, next time it's coming completely.
You should have got the fade.
Yeah, no.
You should have got the fade.
Nobody got time for that.
Dark skin makes it.
Glad to say, as soon we got back, no luggage was lost, no flights were delayed, we didn't miss anything. So yeah, got back on, watched a couple movies on the flight.
I did not drive, in case you guys were wondering. That's how we made it.
We had to hitchhike back home, but you know. That was a fun experience, right? So looking forward to doing it again.
For sure. Number one in the company, got to come back.
I'm not going to be number one anymore next year. I ain't tracking like that. I'm still tracking to make it, but not number one, though. I set that when I was saying everything else, like, congratulations.
You proved yourself one time. You don't need to keep doing it. Okay.
Yeah. I just got to prove I got to go back so I can say I made it. I'm a 2-time winner. You have to be a number one, right?
Put some respect on it now. Yeah.
It wasn't a fluke. We got back to back. But yeah, no, all in all, it was a great trip.
Why did that take us an hour to do?
I told you, it's a whole bunch of maybes.
Okay, we're gonna stop this and restart. I can't send it. I'm gonna just upload this by itself, and we'll do the rest of the show.
So that was our trip to Cancun. Yeah,
and that was the intro, guys.
Hey,
fuck.
And that was the intro, guys.
I told you it was going to take a long time.
That was the intro. That was sports. That was anime. And that was books. I hope you had a great time. We will see you next week. Okay, bye.
Idols.
Oh, my goodness.